Hi, this is Gleb from South Florida Insider, and I'm here with Eric from Bowling Pursuit. And we got a couple of questions. So tell me, you've been on this tour for about 2 months now?
Actually, no. This is on like our fourth or fifth show.
Oh, okay.
It's like we did not start the tour.
Okay, so this is your first week on the tour, kind of?
Yeah. And we jumped on last Tuesday. I believe.
Okay. What was the city you jumped on?
Nashville.
Oh, okay.
Was our first show.
Cool.
And so yeah, we're only on a we showed up in time to do a little less than a week right before the mid-tour break. So we're limping ourselves in.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you? How long after this are you guys playing for? How many more dates?
Tonight's the last night. Break starts tomorrow.
Nice. So are you guys breaking here, or are you going back home?
We'll go home.
Right on.
Yeah.
I bet you'd much rather spend the time home than
Exactly. go home and pet the dog.
Exactly. Take a nap.
Yeah. Just a little one.
What do you usually do like on the time in between shows?
As far as on Warped Tour? Yeah. There's a, if we're not playing and we're not at our booth signing, we've also been doing some meet and greets with the Warped Tour Rewind at Sea.
Okay.
We're doing the cruise, the Warped Tour cruise in October, and so we've been doing some meet and greets with them. But other than that, if we're not at our tent hanging out or doing a signing for kids, we figured this out a long time ago that it's not always convenient to your personal schedule to get catering every day. So we bring a grill, and every couple of days send somebody to the grocery store and basically set up a tent back behind our trailer and
Start grilling.
start grilling and hanging out and just having a cool little behind the bus party.
Nice. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So normally when bands get to their 10th album, they kind of they already know what they're doing. But every album you guys do, I feel like you kind of mix it up a little bit.
It's always a bit of evolution. In our heads after 17, second release track, 17 albums. I get confused because there's but it's somewhere around there.
Okay.
It's like there's always a bit of an evolution, but I think in our heads we're still doing the same thing that we were when we started in 1994.
Okay.
Just the songwriting is better. We're better musicians now, and we work much faster in the studio, and so our ability to crank them out is I don't want to mean like crank it out like it's a factory process or anything,
of course.
but just, we work very efficiently in the studio.
Right.
now.
And that's another thing that not a lot of bands are doing nowadays. Is I've noticed you've crowdfunded the last couple of albums.
Yeah.
You did. What was your decision behind that? Was it more of just like letting the fans decide, or was it more of trying to see what they wanted to hear from you?
So with the crowdfunding thing, like when we split from our major label in 2009, that happened literally like a month after an album had come out that we spent quite a bit of time in the studio working on, and so we separate from them. The first thing they do is take the album off the shelves, and so then our response to that was, well, we don't need you guys. Start our own label. Ended up with the same distribution we had through the record label. Blah 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 blah. 6 months later, we've got another brand new album out that we're selling and distributing on our own. And it's like, yeah, we don't need you. And then the next album after that, we decided to look into the crowdfunding end of things, and it's just the whole idea behind the crowdfunding. We have been using a platform called Pledge Music, and the way that whole thing works is once you've done your pre-order, you get like, you know, daily video updates from the studio. We do like live feeds while we're in the studio that you can sit and watch and kind of hang out and watch what we're doing.
Yeah.
And, you know, and so it gives people a bit more of an intimate connection with the whole process of what's going down, and we, from our folks at least, have gotten fantastic responses.
Yeah.
And so people seem to really enjoy it, so we'll keep doing that as long as.
Does it get a little bit challenging though when you're doing it live like that? I mean, like if you let one slip, you pick your nose. I mean, it's
No. Like I mean, you know, we've been a band for 23 years. For the last 15, 16 of those, there's constantly been someone following us around with the camera, and so I don't even see them anymore, you know. So it doesn't matter if somebody gets me picking my butt. They got me picking my butt.